sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Houston Texans. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Callaway with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Jaguars nothing. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. Not much there, only a yard. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, He is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From midfield now, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. A little check down to Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air yet again, Watson. He's got Burton here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Forced under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devon Hamilton able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th down, off goes Watson. On comes Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready, 60 yards. Hey, lock it. Back. Shoot. Go on. Yep. Go. Let's keep those sticks moving.
They'll try the left side. McCullough. And he's out right at the 25. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues. Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And who we got?
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Squeeze. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Wide, get wide. X3, 218, jump.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Not today, you are. Not today. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. Drop deep, drop deep. 44 is the mic. Hey, Alpha. All right, T, let's hit it. All right.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike, 44. Don't say nothing. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. No chance. Hey, 2. 44 is the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Let's put him on the plate.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete over the middle to Callaway.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Jaguars, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
From the shotgun, Lawrence
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
36, 36.
On 2nd down now. McCullough, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Open man, he's got Camp complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Rock it, rock it. Hey, 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 hey. Kill, kill. Hey, Haywood. Now. Slam, slam. Leo.
They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Lawrence. He's got the hook up here to Camp.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Right side caught by Jackson. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check, check.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
7 yards to pick up there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
64. 44's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 44's the mic. Bravo. 44, Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
61, matchbox plates. Check. Check 99. Check 99. Share. Undercrush. Switch. Mike.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
General West. 44's the mic. Let's go one more. 44's the mic. Hey, Wahoo. Let's go, man. It's going to be a whole day offense.
Here's Lawrence.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jags are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Steps away. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. To throw is Watson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. The quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 42-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Topper! There!
On second down, McCullough. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, alert 3.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 37-yard line.
43. Check 43. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Now Lawrence.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
43's the mic. Yeah, let's go set lunch.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. ETN. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Once more, ETN. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try to run with ETN. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh!
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Watson rolling to his left. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. So the false start will back them up 5. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hey, Sam on. Hey, Irvin.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
44 is Mike. Check.
Lawrence will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Go out. Yes.
No.
Lawrence going to throw again. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Watson. Rolling to his right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards. 2nd and 6. At the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to go up top again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And the Jags are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Let's make these babies crawl on the way back.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now, Watson. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And now Watson throws another interception. Snags it for the pick. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at his own 10. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now.
Touchdown, Texans! Antonio Callaway with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
That's it, baby.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Off of play action, it's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, partner, you look at a play call like that, and you have to think to yourself, that's got to be one to pad the stats a little bit, huh?
He has had a great game throwing the football, and I think you're right. Maybe getting a little greedy again down near the end zone. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
So that'll back them up 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at half,